Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you. A little midday money on a Monday, the 29th of August. That's what it says here on the computer. Welcome, I'm in. Like, subscribe, ring that bell here. Max Wagers, winning free picks wherever you're watching. Hello, my friends, my enemies, the haters. Welcome into the show. Hope everybody had a nice Sunday of limited action. Speaking of limited action, limited card today for sure, with just a handful of what we got, a 6-8 pack of baseball. Not much on the ticket today. I'm sure we will glance at some Thursday college football people talk about. Everybody's going to come in with random thoughts on some college. I will probably do call it the look ahead line on Wednesday night here for the weekend of college. Why not? We'll hit a couple games. I mean, there's a big Saturday ticket. I'm not, we'll just talk about games. I'll come in, I'll tell you a couple I like, and then I'm sure there'll be some that you like we want to talk about. So Wednesday night, 10 o'clock probably for that. Welcome. So real fast on a personal note, my daughter texts, she's like, oh, I just got a warning for my dress code violation, right? So I'm like, what are we talking about? There's a dress code violation. Been in school for a week. This is her third warning already in a week. I said to her, what happened here? And apparently you can't have like ripped jeans or something. Like, the kids wear the jeans which are like ripping the knees. Okay, I had no idea. And then they said her shorts were too short. Now, rest assured, she ain't wearing like freaking booty shorts and shit like that. That ain't happening. So regular, she had a pair of like jean, not like gold band shorts. They were like jean shorts, kind of. What, you can't wear shorts to school? It's freaking 95 degrees. I mean, she's like me. Shorts and a t-shirt when it's like 40 degrees down here, and Texas people wearing sweat jackets. She's shorts and t-shirt kind of gal. I don't get it. What is up with that? Ripped jeans, short. I mean, they were jorts. What's going on in this world? Ridiculous nonsense. Anyway, oh my God, why is the morning wood up there? What happened? I moved the. Anyway, all right, here we go. Let's do a recap. 177, 176. Dropped another bad run in the video. Yes, go ahead, hit me with it. 27.62 in plus money, but we've dropped quite a few in a row here, and that's again, it kind of goes with my overall plays. I've dropped a few there. 439 to 425 plus 2988, 435, 438, 1182. Still plus for the year. But as I said, we'll get to that 500 record. It happens. We're still going to be in the plus money because we're taking plus money kind of action here. And today, listen, I like the Yanks under. We'll go through this whole card, and I'll tell you what I think about it. I mean, right off the bat, we got the Goose on the hill. Cy Young, Goose Goslin, screw that Cantera cat. I mean, let's be honest. Goose has to come out here, and he needs if he wants to stay in the race, complete game. He needs a complete game today versus the Marlins after Cantera's outing yesterday. But that being said, he is a 130 run line fave. Only way to play it. I like Pablo, but he's been hittable. Are the Dodgers in a letdown? They got the big bad Mets on deck, right? Oh, we got to beat. How do you have a letdown spot when this team wins 7 out of 10 games every stretch? Like, they're just ridiculous. Run line or nothing for me with the Dodgers. St. Louis and Reds. Believe it or not, here I'm thinking about the Reds. Big dog. St. Louis off the Sunday nighter. Big win for them there. Excuse me, the Reds. The Red Birds, I guess I should say. St. Louis with the win. Miklos clear edge. I understand. Again, not anything to do on this one. The Cubbies. Anybody else on the Cubs pitching staff today besides the side? I would probably take the Cubs versus Barrios. Toronto, no way they lose again, right? Off again, swept. I kind of like the Cubs. Again, not my favorite pitcher on the Cubs going today. There's that. Sox in Minnesota. This would be like an overplay for me here. I know it's come down to an 8.5 out of a 9. No, it's a couple 8.5s out there. So that's concerning to me. I did not play it. Boston was a 125 doggy. Now they're basically even money or a plus 105 spot. If you want to lead Boston, I guess. I mean, Minnie's won 3 in a row, and Boston's dropped 7-10. I don't want to run to bet a last place team with a youngster on the hill. It's a pass. Next game up, we have who's this? Pitt and Milwaukee. Burns down the hill, laying a 350 spot. No, thank you. I mean, even a run line's ridiculous. Just say no. Yanks and the Angels. So we got the under action here in the Yanks. I thought about some Angels in the outfield here. A little halo action. Montes hasn't pitched well. And the Yankees, one, they continue to struggle at the dish. Two, they're still losing games. Right? What do they got? 7 wins in August? 8 wins in August? Nice 4-game win streak, and then what? And I'm kicking myself a little. I had the over SA, and I'm like, that's a bad play by me there. What am I going to do? I'll come back with the under today. I think I'll be rolling unders in the series, no matter how bad the Angel pitching staff can be. The bats are worse, and the Yankee bats. How am I going to jump into overs here with this team with a bunch of 250 hitters? No, thank you. Philly and Arizona. Believe it or not, I kind of lean a little D-backs here with Mad Bum. Again, I'm not. Suarez, first game on the road. Totals dropped down here from 8.5 to a 9. I would lean on Arizona playing decent ball right now. But again, no thank you. I don't have to run them. Some days you don't have to bet everything. Short day, I know people are going to be like, look at all these faves and run into money line parlays with all these big faves. Hey, if you want to last betting 7 days a week, 365 days a year, you better take when you have a little losing streak come to you when you're like on a 1-3, 1-3, 0-2, 1-4. These guys, the games kind of pick up on you. Maintain that bankroll discipline. Ease back a little. Still, bet a little small. Like I said, normally nickels, dimes, 2-3 dimes across the boards, whatever. Early, you start out a little slow. You're in a slump, you pull that back to a couple bucks per game. Whatever your bankroll is, adjust accordingly. You will have slumps. And I'm definitely on a bad week here in baseball where just every day is like a 1-3 day. Again, plus monies, but still, I don't like losing. Padres and the Giants. I got the under here, 7.5. Down to 7 juiced here. I got a pair of teams kind of sputtering. I mentioned Rodon, I think, last week. The guy has been fabulous. Some untimely run scoring there, kind of like the Lance Lynn, where I mentioned him the other day with his 11 runs allowed at 7 homers. Padres just gave up, a 15 spot? I know you could run here and be like, wow, easy over. I don't think so. I mean, the Giants are an over team with the combination of they get some hits and the bullpen's bad. I think Rodon goes 7+. I think this is like a 3-1 kind of game here. Give me the under in that one. And that is that. That is the baseball card for today. Not much out there. It's on Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs, the lone Yankee under. Again, 177, 176, plus 2762 posted for your viewing pleasure. Let's get into the comments today. See how everybody's doing. Dave leads us off. Good afternoon. Like the Dodgers, Brewers, and Blue Jays run line. At least they're run lines, Dave. So I applaud you. True man of genius. Remember those commercials, the beer commercials? True man of genius. We salute you, Mr. Run Line player. Yes, run lines only. Run lines only on these big faves. Justin, hit the like button. Appreciate it. Thank you. I like the Reds team total over. Yeah, I kind of like the Reds. Again, off the Sunday night game, I always kind of like a dog, especially if it's a nice little big dog. Arizona run line, sure. Boston. Yeah, the Boston, good number there. It's on its way down. And maybe, Bello's supposed to be a top player for them. Why? I'm trying to figure out why Ariang just keeps texting me all the time. They keep texting me their summer offer expires. $15 off a $60 more meal at Ariang. Again, Ariang's not paying me anything. I just figured I'd share that with you because they keep texting me. Do they have Ariang in Texas? I don't even know if they have it down here. Although I enjoyed Ariang. You go there and the guy's flipping the onion, sets it on fire, onion volcanoes, flip the little food in your mouth, whatever. Tim, you ever hit the hibachi shows or no?
Yeah, there's a place nearby that does it. They're super overly expensive, but yeah, they do
Yeah,
it. You do it
it's
like for
expensive. It's
special
fun.
occasions. You don't
Yeah,
really. I wouldn't go there for a night.
I went there. We went for my birthday, and they sing "Happy Birthday" and hit you with the bonsai, and I got the little Buddha drink, and I wonder if I brought it down if the little Buddha is in my little
Hmm.
closet. I do not know. I do not know.
I think
Although
I
I
went to
know,
one when I was younger, and I got like because I got like a mocktail, and it came in like a coconut cup. Like it was a cup that looked like a coconut. I kept that
yeah,
cup for a while. I don't know where it went because it probably got broken or something from the move from New York to Carolina. But I had a coconut cup that I thought was really cool.
I made sure my Smurf cups and my McDonald's, all those kind of McDonald's Burger King glasses that you get back in the early '80s, they all made the trip with me. And my
There
wife
you
like she wants to use one that day. She used like a Smurf cup or a Grimace or something. I don't know what she used. And she broke it in the sink. Like, why the hell would you use a 40-year-old cup? What is wrong with you? A 40-year-old glass. Why? Oh, it was in the cabinet. And you wonder why I hide all the old '80s stuff on you,
go.
right? I
Exactly.
mean, you're using Smurf cups from 1983. Great, great,
Exactly.
good,
Yep.
good luck replacing that. I gotta hunt that down in a yard sale.
Yep.
Dylan Bundy run line tonight. Sorry for my Smurf glass rant. Plus a 155 on this line is coming down here, Bill. And how has Bundy pitched of late? Let's see his recent numbers here, Mr. Bundy. Not Al Bundy, because he's going to run for 4 touchdowns for Polk High in a football game. Um, Recent game logs. Let's check them out here. In August, he's pitched well. 5 runs in the 20 innings, not too shabby. Again, not striking out anybody, 9 Ks, but I appreciate the batting average against. Wonderful. Nice low whip for the month. Look at this. 12 hits. As I mentioned, with the line coming down with the youngster,
He just disappeared. Didn't even freeze. I mean, it's not 12, 60, 46 yet. I don't know where you went.
yeah,
What did you
I,
do?
I got my multiple mouse, and instead of going back to the Major League Baseball screen, I hit exit
You clicked backwards on
I
this
hit
page and
backwards
left the
on
room.
on the stream.
Yeah, because I was looking down at my book because I was looking at a couple of things because I have Power Hour later, so I was looking at Ball State and I was trying to figure out a couple things to say about him, and all of a sudden I hear you talking, and then you're gone. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, look what the heck happened. I was like, I
What?
looked up. I was on the
All
wrong
right, I guess
mouse.
he's done with the show. See you guys. He was worried about that 12:46 freeze, so.
We still got time for the freeze. We got a
Yes, we
half
do.
hour.
And Justin mentioned this. Don't forget about the daily 12:46 freeze. It's in the
Yes,
chat, right?
I'm,
Right
I'm
there. Don't forget about it.
man. If it happens between that like 12:45 and that 10 of mark, I don't know what that is. That's
It's
just crazy.
12:46.
Yeah.
It's got to be 12. Well, actually, maybe because you left the room, it might not happen today. We'll have to test that out. But 12:46. I'll make sure I'm in here at 12:45.
Michael, good morning. How are you? Can't nobody bet my free plays. You're not giving out $300 faves every day. You know that. Come on. Other videos give out $3 faves. Yeah, definitely roast those cats. And this is again. I don't want to like make fun of other people who do videos and stuff like that. But like I say in here, I'm I'm not gonna come in and give you the conference saver like, hey, we're taking the Bills minus 380 to win the AFC East or whatever. I don't even know what they are. I don't have the numbers in front of me. I don't have them memorized. But what is that? Anybody could wake up who's never bet a game in their life and say, I'm taking the Brewers today. They're minus 330. Should, easy winner. Well, really? That's a pass for me. And I know there's going to be people who be like, well, if there's value on it. Hey, for me, I bet 1,000 baseball games this year. So for me, passing on things like that, I mean, if I get 100 of those losers, that is 300 losers that I got to make up for. You know, please roast them. That's just ridiculous. That's just wrong. Absolutely terribly wrong. Angels plus the 1.5, AJS. I'm not going to say no to that. I kind of like the Angels straight up today. I mean, the Yankee team, and again, and we'll talk about this real fast here. If you get bet the Angels today, bet them for the series, like every game. Yesterday I talk about, so I had some run line, right? We had Texas run line, Mets run line, Houston run line. I go 1-2 with those. And I always talk about when we take dogs, right? We have some days, the Wednesday, Thursday kind of thing, or Sundays, you get the weird lineups. If you're taking a dog, I say, and even though I said this a bunch of times, whether it be in college hoops where I got a bunch of 1.5 point dogs at home, I can't take one of them. I got to take all four of them, or whatever the case would be. Yesterday, 150 plus dogs go 8-2 yesterday. All right. You could have the A's, the Pirates, the Angels, the Rockies, Royals, Cubbies, D-backs, Tigers. I mean, you would have lost Miami, Baltimore, Cubbies.
Cubbies lost two. Yeah. Dogs went what? 7-3, 150. Yeah, I had two dogs yesterday, Baltimore and Miami.
And that's like a prime spot where it's like you pick and choose the dogs. You go into it's either and again, all or nothing. It's a lot, right? You're going to bet 10 dogs yesterday, whether they're $5 or $500 a pop. You're thinking, maybe I split. You have a day like that, you are wiping. The slate clean, and then the next day you're going to go to put in a 350 parlay, and they're going to get locked down to a $74.82 or something. Because they're like, because you got one day you hit a bunch of dogs, but that's like the doggy. That's so I'm like, would I bet all 10? I wouldn't have done that yesterday because I kind of liked a couple run lines the other way.
Yep.
And again, picking and choosing. Then what? Then my run lines lose, my dogs lose. I'm on the wrong side of each one, and then your 5 in one day turns into a 2 in 4 day or something. You're like, what the heck just happened to me?
I will say I have a little bit of an argument for, and you guys not know how often I bet the Yankees, right? I barely ever do. It's like barely betting the Dodgers. I'm on the Yankees today. I took them on the run line. And I know they just split a series to Oakland. It's not me back in the Yankees today. It's me fading the Angels. Coming off of sweeping the Blue Jays. Now they have to travel from Canada to California. So go across country lines and across the country on no days rest. And I can see the Yankees shutting them out today. And this game could be, or it could be 3-1 and I hit my run line. Like, I don't see the Angels coming through and putting up a lot of runs, or because we've seen it a lot where you see a team travel across the country and do nothing the first day, especially on no days rest. We kind of predicted that one back when the Dodgers went from the Padres were against Washington.
Yes.
Padres went from Miami all the way to the Washington and scored one run. They scored one run and lost that game.
I think they lost the first two in that series, didn't they?
And that was with San Diego, which, offense, we'll see. This is the Angels. And barring Mike Trout hitting home runs in 4 out of his last 5 games, this Angels team is not doing anything.
Here the Angels.
Mike Trout's their entire offense, and Shohei Ohtani.
They put up the 8 and the 12 runs. The other 8 games of the last 10 for them here. 2-3-3-1-1-0-3-1.
That's why I'm seeing a 3-1, 4-1 game for the Yankees tonight, and I barely bet the Yankees. I pick and choose my spots. This is a Yankee spot tonight, and if I'm betting the Yankees tonight, I have to bet Arizona with the Philadelphia Phillies traveling across the country on no days rest as well.
That's it, all or nothing.
Even with Madison Bumgarner, I don't care. I would much have preferred Zach Gallen, but who they were listing one or the other. Zach Gallen's going tomorrow against Aaron Nola. Fantastic matchup.
Yeah, you won't get 160 in that matchup though.
No, you will not. But I will take Madison Bumgarner against the Phillies today, with the Phillies going across the country after getting shut out by Pittsburgh.
Nice win, Pittsburgh. Plus $2.
Yeah, jeez.
Mike, small card. I was going to take mini first 5 of Bundy. 4-1-238, and Bello was 0-6 in the Sox starts. Line move concerned me. Yes, exactly. That line was 125. Now he's down to a plus 105. Blue Jays haven't won in a bit. Yeah, they had a little spell here, right? The Jays have lost, 3 in a row? And now you're laying 250. Again, anybody else for the Cubs on the hill, I might take a flyer on the Cubbies. Not. Do you bet 10K on games? Some games I'll move big money on. Goat. games I really like. Have I put 10 or more on? Yeah. I spread that around. Absolutely. I mean, uh, baseball, I'm doing a lot of games. Depends. Am I going 10 a game baseball? Playoffs? Probably. Regular season? No. I probably max like 3, 4 grand. Three grand's like like even for NFL, that's kind of like a basic, because I'm going to have 9 games, college football, sometimes 10, 15. That adds up, you know. This weekend I just had a couple, $3 plays, 300. I'm not going crazy early. One, I want to see how my lines and my thinking of teams are going to be before you really start. Now I'll fire away, but I'm not firing away top of the bankroll firing away. I mean, come on, you bet. You should have 10 times your average bet backing you up. You can't just come in trying to overpower, thinking I'm going to bully this and come in here over the top with crazy bets on a week 0, week 1. Nah. Kim, good afternoon. Yes, the freeze. The freeze comes. Reds money line and the +1.5. Love fading teams off Sunday night. Yeah, the Sunday nights letdown's always a good, especially I love it. Although it hadn't paid off when I've done it this year. That Yankees Red Sox, they play Sunday night, like the Mets on a Sunday. You come in and fire away against them. Here's a spot you get a nice $2 at home. But I mean, why couldn't we have like Ashcraft on the hill or somebody for Cincinnati? Where's I get somebody else, but I agree with the Reds. Al Bundy, Polk High, baby. It's wonderful. Gracious, Cincy St. Louis over 9.5, huh? Although interesting. Now, as much as we were just talking about taking the Reds, right? You got St. Louis off the night game. I don't know if I can go over. I don't know. Like, as much as I'm kind of pulling for the Reds, and yes, we want a big dog to win. You want the Reds to score 5 in the first inning and just knock St. Louis out. Like, can that easily be like a 5-1 game either way or something? That's a no play for me. Dodgers under, sure. I'm not gonna say no to that. I mean, Miami's offense. Lopez is pitched bad, but I like Lopez. And Gosselin's fabulous. Cubs plus run, yes. Milwaukee run line. That's a huge run line. I mean, that's a mini take that 155. And people seem to like it, but the line dropping concerns me there against Boston. 135. 135 for what, Justin? A run line? Oh, my fantasy football team. Oh yeah. So I got I probably should have wrote it down. Who do I have? I took Derrick Henry of course I panicked like the first draft. I'm like the first pick. I wanted Justin Jefferson. He goes to pick before me. The guy before me on both sides of the snake took every guy I was going to take. Like I'm like, you got to be kidding me. You got to be every time. I don't know. Maybe I took James Conner. I took him in the second round. He could be too early. I look at him as no Hopkins, Arizona. If they're going to move the ball, he's going to be their goal line thing. And I know running backs are kind of like a tough spot to kind of fill in there. So I have them too. I picked up Pollard down the line for running back. My wide receivers, I don't even know who I have. Pittman.
Did you grab Zach Wilson like I told you to?
I didn't grab Zach Wilson.
Nah, unbelievable. You're not going to win. It's just not going to happen. Zach Wilson, number 1 overall pick. You have to.
I grabbed Aaron Rodgers in like the 12th round, 11th round. And then my last pick was Matty Ryan. And I'm thinking I might start Matt Ryan. Like, right? I mean, I don't know. People are kind of high on the Colts. I love the coach, right? I mean, Matt Ryan, I think on a good team can do some stuff. I mean, Matt Ryan's a good quarterback.
The thing is, I'm high on the Colts this year. One of my tickets back here is the Colts to win the Super Bowl. I think they do it by running the ball and their elite defense. I think Matt Ryan is a good game manager. He's going to throw the ball the bare minimum that he has to. I'm not sure if Matt Ryan, for me, yes, Colts have decent receiving as well. But for me in this one, it's just like, if the Colts are going to win, They're going to win lower scoring games dominated by defense and rushing. That's why JT is probably going to be the highest scoring running back again this year.
Yeah.
So that's just me.
Oh, we'll find out. And again, I'm not really a lover of like fantasy football because
Oh, I'm not
I
either. I'm doing a family league and I'm doing a picks and parlays league, and that's it.
Oh yeah, we got that. When's that draft?
Thursday. Ask Lenny. I'm not 100% sure.
Thursday. I should be back for that. I don't know.
Yeah, ask Lenny. I could be wrong though.
I can't because I can't. I don't know. I don't like it. It's I'm concentrating on making money.
We all know that Allie's going to win that league anyway. So
she's good at fantasy.
No, it's the same reason why I've done fantasy league, my Euro league for about since 2012, and the person who's won it the most amount of times is my grandmother. It is auto draft, but she's won it the most amount of times, and she doesn't even touch her team. So
Nice.
it's always the people who care about it the most that overthink everything and end up losing, and then you get the people who are like. Check it once, like they'll check it halfway through the season. Oh wow, I'm 7-2. That's cool.
I looked at my for the matchup, and it says that I have like a 54% chance of winning this week. I'm like, wow, okay, that's interesting. I thought for sure I had the worst draft ever. I'll come in tomorrow with my team. Actually, I won't be. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be here tomorrow. No power hour. I'm trying to get Dan to switch with me because I gotta take my dad to the doctors again.
Ah, there you go.
And I was like, I told Craig, and he put on, and I called him like, hey, I said, I had to switch around. I said, let's want me to do just a recording, but it's live. It's a power hour. It's a live show.
Yeah.
I can't really pop a recording in. But.
Shoot. Hey, tell him I'll take the spot and I'll do East Carolina at NC State. Let's roll. He hasn't had that game. He hasn't had that game lined up. I mean, I'm biased, but
whatever you want to do it tomorrow. Yeah, because he said keep the same game. So whatever games you want, do it in and add it as a different game and with your game or something. When's your show today?
I have mine today. I have to go over looking at week 1 lines for NFL and then. Of course, the marquee matchup of Ball State and Tennessee.
Wonderful. Well, if he doesn't get back to me, you want to switch?
Yeah, I'm all right with that. I'm not doing anything during the day.
All right, I'll get back to the show. Shoot an email out to see if Dan got back to Craig, and then we'll figure that out.
All right, sounds good.
All right, back to regular scheduled programming. Dodgers run line, yes. Philly run line. You had to do run line because I don't want to lay 190 on the road, but kind of leaning to D-backs here. Mini money line, 3-game parlay. All right, so this is a parlay. I get it. Sure, Milwaukee Pitt over or under. I'm gonna say under with that game. I mean, I like Burns, and who we got? Wilson's under. I don't like that really much today, Gracious. So that one I would just lean under because I expect Burns to shut things down. AJ says you could be right, Tim. Wilson, Giants, Padres. I like the under. I got a 7.5. It's dropped down now with a little juice though. I'm on the Cubbies with Strom back in Toronto. I'll be on the Cubbies tomorrow. So I'm going to get some good plus money with the Cubbies. It's tough, I say, Crystal. Tough taking teams, losing, laying big wood here. I mean, like, come on. 225? Barrios? Anybody else pitching for the Cubs today, I'd be on the Cubs. 4-1 for Rob Franklin out of the gate in college football. Angels. Again, I'm not hating that. Tim brings up a good point. Toronto to Anaheim, no rest. Yankees already accommodated to the body clock playing in Oakland. But again, I understand because the Yankees, you can take the Angels, got to take them every game in the series, right? Blue Jays rattle my nerves. What about that over in Cubs Toronto? I'd go over because I think the Cubs are going to hit Barrios. Money line limit 135. Yeah, I could get into maybe like a 140 for a money line, maybe 145. The problem, Justin, is here, as I said, eventually I'm going to hit a patch where it's going to be bad. It's been like that for the last 8 days, 7 days, 8 days, because these lines are super juiced. I'm trying to grab a run line that I think is a good one. Dog or even a small fave. I had the Mets yesterday at a 108 yesterday. Believe me, I got my Met run line at. So sometimes I'll leave some games out there that are probably winners. I just can't pull the trigger. I haven't pulled it since April. It is now basically September. I'm not gonna do it. And at least I could leave them out there because here comes football to pick up the winners as opposed to taking a shot on some kind of crazy money line. Lex, you know how we roll, man. A lot of class here, a lot of class. Merrill will have a sneaky good season. Play action will be big for him. Yeah, he's got wide receivers. He's got a running back where they're going to have to respect. And come on, the guy is a solid, borderline Hall of Fame kind of guy. You know, I mean, he's good, not great. He's super, not superstar. I think he's going to have a good season. Listen, I got Rodgers too, so it's not like I'm counting on him. You know, but go to Detroit that picks a parlays fantasy league. Don't even bother to show up. It's over. All right. Hey, I don't mind. Ball State plus 33.5. I got the Vols minus 31 already. That's
Under.
me.
It's going to be like 55-3. Under. Ball State's going to be awful.
I agree. College football week 1. I got a couple games lined up already. Like I said, I just got Tennessee. We'll talk about that more as the week goes on. Live and unfiltered. All the delegations here. You know this. I thought you could put Degeneration. Degenerate Nation. Mitch, how are you? Welcome in, Mr. Gilbert. How are you today? Thanks for popping by. Ball State, he's got a 34.5. Big numbers here.
I will say, looking at it, Tennessee does get Pitt their next game, which is ranked but not SEC. So I don't really know if this is like a spot that we kind of looked at, like when we took UConn against who do you call it, or Buchanan against Florida State, because you know they actually had Utah State has Alabama this week, and then Florida State has LSU. Tennessee gets Pittsburgh. I'm not really sure if that's a big game for them. It is ranked, but Tennessee should be good. Yes. I think it's going to, I don't know. I have the under. I'm going to go under in that game for Power Hour. Whether or not I bet it or not, that's another story. But I don't see that game. That's a 67.5.
I see 68s now.
Yeah, I don't know. That just seems like a weird spot. I'm going to go under. 67.5.
Ball State backdoor cover, he says.
Yeah, sure. It could be a 38-point game, and all of a sudden a touchdown to make it 52-10. Go ahead, have fun.
I got a Ball State under for the season. I think is.
I don't think Ball State scores against Tennessee. Let's be honest. I don't think they score against them.
Let me pull up the Ball State schedule real fast. I mean, I'm not a
Tennessee's going to have a decent defense this year.
Tennessee, Western Michigan, Murray State. Maybe they're 1-2. Georgia Southern loser, Northern Illinois loser, still 1 win. Central Michigan loser. UConn, maybe they beat UConn.
Yeah, maybe they beat UConn. But UConn looked good against Utah State.
Yeah, you don't know. Jim Moore got them going.
Yeah.
A backdoor. So you're thinking they're going to put up like a 20 spot? Because I think Tennessee's going to put up a 50 piece.
I don't know if Tennessee necessarily gets to 50.
I do. I kind of like their quarterback.
I think they're going to be good. I think that Tennessee's going to be ranked for a chunk of the season. I think they should have been ranked preseason, but I don't know if they want to put that many points up against Ball State.
Yeah, it's one of those you don't want to show your cards too much with a bigger opponent on deck, but
not even just a bigger opponent. How about the rest of your season? Doesn't Tennessee get both Georgia and Alabama this year? I know they at least get Alabama.
They get Bama at home and Georgia on the road.
Yeah, they get both those two teams. They don't need to be showing their cards against Ball State. This is a 45-10 game written all over it.
I'm saying like 55-3.
I would be all right with that too. I just like the under.
Line over 28. My number says that's where it should be. Then it seemed to 33.5. Yeah. 33 is a big number. I'm at 31. I could live with the 31. Trevor Lawrence from my last pick in each draft. We always see a breakout second year QB and all that. People like Lance. He's terrible. I don't. If we're picking a quarterback, I don't know. I don't like Philly, but Hurts brought in some guys. Can they get a healthy running back play there? Tua brought it. You got some guys around Tua. Mac Jones looked like a step back up there in New England. That pick game won't look so great after West Virginia beats them. Listen, Rob. I'm with you on West Virginia. I mean, why is Pitt a 7-point fave here? Your quarterback's down the road in an NFL locker room. You bring in a USC quarterback. You lose your best receiver, goes to USC. I don't know. You got.
I just like the under in that pick game. I don't even veer towards the side. The only reason why I say that is that Pittsburgh's currently ranked.
Yeah,
now,
they're high.
And they're going to be playing at the same time on Thursday. So really, Tennessee's not really going to care about the game. I don't know.
I took Carr as a backup QB. I like Carr. I was looking at Carr and I was looking at Tua as my backup, and they both went before I was going to take them, and then I ended up taking Matt Ryan. I can't complain about taking Matt Ryan. Yeah, it was Whipple. Whipple's in, I think, Nebraska. He should be the head coach. I'm shocked. It's 12:30 and there's no press conference to fire Scott Frost. The guy, they should have fired him today. They should have fired him. Called the press conference, said they let him go, and let Whipple take over and be like, you know what? That it's one of those spots. Granted, they got a week to lick their wounds, right? Come back, play again after that. You had games like this all last year, and that's how you're gonna start the year off. That's why you're starting the year off. Onside kick up double digits, and then the doors fall off. Ugh. The team's shown no heart. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that because they've been resilient to just come back and battle and lose close games. But man, I think Cousins has a good year. Yeah, Kirk Cousins is another guy I was going to try to draft. I took Thielen. Thielen's one of my wide receivers. Dalvin Cook. Maybe I should have took Dalvin Cook. Instead of Henry. Did Henry? I don't even know. I got to look if he was before or after my guy. I think Minnesota is pretty good. I think the offense is going to be explosive. Defense can't get worse than what it was. We'll talk NFC North next week. Now we're just going to count down these minutes. We're counting them down. We're counting them down to the freeze frame.
Yeah, I know. We need to be on for at least another 7 minutes just to see if it's the 12:46. And it seems to just happen all the time. But seeing that you left the room, I want to see whether or not it changes or anything. So we'll see. We'll see. It should be fun.
So I'm going to. Craig didn't get back to you about Dan, did he?
Oh shoot! I didn't even email him yet. Sorry.
Oh.
I wasn't about tomorrow.
Yeah, say I'll do your today and text them. Yeah,
him.
it'll be easier. Excellent. For us to protect somebody high in Nebraska, it's got to be. I mean, he's gone. Unless they run this and go like 11-1 or something, he's out. How do you keep him? I don't care if he goes 8-4. Goodbye. Ray Reddington in the house this afternoon. Hello. Feeling on a couple teams. I got him late. Yeah, I got him. I don't know. I posted some of it on Twitter. Let's see. Okay, here we go. I posted some of my picks on Twitter. So it was Hunter, Derrick Henry, Connor, Pittman, Marquise Brown, Thielen. Pittman in the third, Marquise Brown fourth, Thielen in the fifth, Schultz in the sixth, Pollard in the seventh. Then I took Rodgers in the 11th, Lazard in the 10th. I know I thought I took I don't know. That's some of my whatever. Richie P, welcome. Angels, here we go. Grabbing a little plus money with the Angels and the Twins money line. See, the Twins line is crashing here. I don't know why. And I would say, you know what? Let me money line it for plus 155, Ray. Plus 155. And the Angels, I kind of like it a little. I understand taking it, but as Tim pointed out, tough travel spot for them. Toronto, home, no rest, Yanks, accustomed to the West Coast after losing again to the Oakland Athletics. I got Patterson relay in fantasy drafts. I don't understand why people are down on him this year. Who's running back that's taking his place? Damon Williams. I think Tyler Alger starts for this guy. Who's this? Atlanta? I don't even know who Patterson is. Cordell Patterson? Right? I don't know. Like, fantasy is not. I know nothing about fantasy. I bought a book and I was looking at it and I said, you know what? I just had the screen up for best available and I was scrolling down looking for guys I liked. D-backs Phillies, take those Diamondbacks, right? Here's the thing, if you're taking the Angels, you got to take the Diamondbacks. Same thinking here. Same thinking. Me today for the video, Yankee under is about it. That is it. I mean, I got the San Fran under too at 7.5. That line's come down to juice to 125 over. I don't know. I think Rodon gets a good one. Cordell Patterson is the Debo player for the Falcons. You know, I try to avoid, like, I'm looking when I was doing it, and Mariota, he's got a lot to prove, right, as a former number 1 pick. The Jags with Lawrence. I mean, some teams I think are not going to be good, and it's tough just running to take a player on a bad team, you know? Like, I think I grabbed McCall Hardman from Kansas City. I'm like, I will definitely take a wide receiver with a decent quarterback. Like, I was trying to find somebody on like Denver late. You know, I was looking for Judy. He went early. But see, that messes up my thinking when it comes to betting on games. That's why people are like, oh, you like fantasy. You know, I'm not coming in here and be like, oh, we got, fantasy, play this guy today. No, I'm looking for teams to cover, and that's that. Yeah, we got so-and-so today. I hope somebody gets 3 TDs because I got the over. Well, no, I can't. That is just
if you want fantasy stuff, there's other channels that do it full-time that know what they're doing. Like, with us, we look at the teams in general. Trust me, I played DFS for a while. It's tricky. It's definitely tricky. But there's plenty of people who know what they're doing, have projections, have rankings, all that good stuff for it. I'm not going to name anybody out because I don't name out other people, but there's plenty of people. Just look on YouTube, DFS stuff.
Like Bills Rams open tonight. Like, people are gonna be like, oh, I gotta start Allen because he's gonna throw touchdown pass and running back. Like,
they don't.
Like, fantasy for me is like game
under 52. Run it.
You can't be thinking somebody's gonna have big games and then you're betting something. I need so and so to have a touchdown and 140 yards, but I need the game to stay under. What? I can't.
Nope.
Can't do it.
Nope. Can't do that. The game goes under, so don't play anybody from that game.
Philly and Toronto both win tonight. Phillies and the Jays.
Ooh, you're going out on a limb there, buddy. I believe they're both minus $2. Or Philly's like 180.
240 for Toronto.
Woo! You're going out on a limb there.
Good
luck. Good luck.
And with Toronto, like, how I can't ever say let's bet 240, and I definitely can't say let's take it when they've dropped 3 in a row. I can't do it. Desmond. I'm sorry. Did he get hurt? I have no idea. I'm taking Tyson again. Is this for boxing? Is he fighting, Trevor? How often does this guy fight? Every week? That's a mistake. When bad teams put up numbers, especially in garbage time. I know you guys don't do fantasy. It's short card. Not much to talk about. I enjoy a conversation with you guys. Do you think, like, I don't know. I can't really run to say, let's take a bunch of guys on the Jaguars today. Now, I shouldn't say that because they're playing the Redskins. I could see an over there. We got Washington plus a couple points here. Plus, I think 4 we have, or 4.5. Just overall, I prefer to take guys on a decent team. I know what I'm expecting to get. Like, okay, we talked about taking, hey, you want to take a flyer, take the Giants. Jones got something to prove. If Barkley's healthy, if wide receiver's healthy, yeah, there could be some surprises there. Am I taking Daniel Jones as a quarterback? No. Chasing Jefferson. That's a nice one too. 8-team league, huh? That's a nice wraparound. I kind of like picking late. I don't like being first. If I'm, I don't like being a first pick. And the middles, whatever. Like I would prefer to be way back.
Yeah, like this
Now you
year.
get a wraparound.
Yeah, this year. I mean, I would love to have the 1 or 2, but the problem is with the 1 or 2, and big thing was with Christian McCaffrey. One of 2 options: either you don't pick him, and he has the best fantasy career year of his career, or you do pick him. It's 12:46, and Higgs froze. Yes. Yep, he froze. All right. 12:46 on the dot again. Let's go. Or you don't pick him, or you do pick him, and he gets injured week 3. Hold on. He's 12:46 on the freaking dot. Without fail.
What is that? Is that? I mean, what? It is unbelievable.
That is fantastic. I love it.
What
I
that
love
is,
it. 12:56.
the entire week.
Fail.
The entire week.
The entire week. It's been like last month.
Has it been that long?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, every single day.
Holy cow.
That is hilarious. I love it. Good work.
Hope Cubs crush the Jays. Anybody pitching for the Cubs today, I'd be on except for this guy. He's fighting Ronald McDonald. Now see, Trevor's coming in with jokes today. See, I would take if it was the Hamburglar, I'd take the Hamburglar. Yeah, you can't do it. Tate the Great. Welcome to 12:46. Here we go. New Wi-Fi. I don't need new Wi-Fi. I mean, the Wi-Fi is fine. It's just at 12:46. I don't know what happens, right? It is comical. At this point, it is. I don't even know what to say. Now, when I first got down here, we had some issues sometimes. There's a lot of construction, and I understood like the power would kind of go out. They're blowing stuff out. They're knocking trees down, ripping crap out. Now I have no idea I mean, they're still doing some work, but nothing like to a specific time that has been happening. Best pick 712, yeah. Some guy took Najee Harris first overall. I mean, I like Harris. I mean, someone took. I mean, for me, McCaffrey went number 2. I can't tell. How are you taking Christian McCaffrey? He's gonna get 30 times. He's gonna come out like limping. I can't take that. I wouldn't. I mean,
I was just mentioning the Christian McCaffrey effect as you froze. One of 2 things are gonna happen. You're gonna draft him, and he's gonna get injured week 2, or you don't draft him, and he's going to go off for 150 yards and 3 touchdowns every single week.
I remember last year in the draft with these guys, I took like Chuba Hubbard like late. I'm like, I'll take this guy because McCaffrey gets hurt all the time. But then he doesn't do anything. Then they do like a committee, and then they're just a hot mess, and teams,
oh yeah,
they totally go away from what you think they do. So it's
exactly.
Butterbean is back, baby. Yes, Trevor, Butterbean. I love it. I don't think I'm as big as Butterbean. Butterbean's fabulous. I think, a lot of these cats here don't even know who that is. They should look up Butterbean. Higgs looks crazy when he got frozen. Is it a funny one? I look crazy anyway, Justin. Cardinals, I'm going to say under the 9. You got 9.5 is a big one too, because this was a
Eric Esch.
What's that?
Butterbean.
Oh, that's who it is? That's his real name? I just called him Butterbean.
Eric Esch, nickname Butterbean. Yeah, he's a big dude.
Dodgers in the over. I mean, Dodgers definitely run line him again. What are you talking about? There's a spider behind me. There's no spider behind me. Those are llamas. No locks. I mean, when do we ever have locks? We have games we like. So that is the Yankee under. Because I don't trust the Angels one bit. And the Yanks, another team, not running a bet. Switch from AOL. Yeah, I got the I even paid extra for like Cat 6 wiring in the house. I'm like, he's like, oh, the house is Wi-Fi. I'm like, nah, kid. And even like outside the room, there's like one of the things for the whole house because the hard the box for Infinity's upstairs, but it's hardwired into all the walls. Cost me an extra $2. Let's go, get it done. Ray always have locks. Oh, hold on. I got a lock. It's right here. There you go. Nice lock for you.
I was about to say, if you don't have a lock, then you probably should take everything out of your car. You don't want anything stolen.
Brewers a trap game. I mean, 350. I'm, you know me, I can't look at that one. Trevor says Twins, Yanks, Phillies, 3-teamer. It should get there. I mean, really. Twinkies won what? 3 in a row, playing well. Yes, Bello hasn't looked good, but yet somehow the line came down. Yankees, I mean, they should win, right? They're the better team, but we've seen them struggle this month. They got what? 7 wins this month? 8 wins this month? They're 8-20 this month. We're gonna find out, Trevor. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna bust a pen out for Trevor because he came in and called me butterbean. So he's got jokes today. So, mini New York Yankees, Philly 3-teamer. I kind of like it.
Nice 2 in one day. Phillies don't win.
All right, Trevor. We're gonna see. I kind of like it. So if it wins, you'll get your props tomorrow, and if not, we're gonna tease you. Ray's laughing. Dr. Online's drop. I want to find a way back to the goose. I'm taking a shot. Marlins first 5 under. Half a run. Yes. That's not bad for plus 160. Shutout through 5. I mean, let's pull up some goose numbers and then we're going to wrap it up. Let's check out his game logs. 1-0-1-0-3. Well, he had that rough July. 3-4-5-2-1. He's giving up some runs, but I just don't know what innings he was giving those puppies up in. I'd still take a shot just because it's Miami, and it's 160. Cash big in Nevada and Vandy by 2 today at the Sox and D-backs. The Boston line is coming down. That's, I mean, what am I missing with Bello? I mean, he had a rough start. He's been decent his last 3. But again, it's like a 5 innings, 2 innings, 2 1/3 innings, I should say, and then 4 1/3. So he's going to have a short outing. Oh, old fighters. Yeah, I know, I'm just busted. Butterbean is good. Here we go with the spider chat. I'm not a spider. I don't like spiders. Who's fun? The goose? All right. We had our freeze. It came exactly when we wanted it. We'll be back tomorrow. Wednesday night, we'll do a college football look ahead. Again, it's not be a look ahead. It'll just be kind of like people come in and talk about some Thursday and Friday and Saturday football. We'll go through schedule and just hit on a couple things. It's Monday. We laugh every day in here, Trevor. If you haven't noticed, we come in here and have a good time. We have a good time. Good luck to you also. We're going to roll on out. Ray, good luck. Good seeing you, my friend. International Crime Syndicate Magnet. Where's my banner for Allie Burns? Last Woody starts today in 5 minutes. Be there or be square, as they say. We're out of here. Good luck, everybody. Now to the music.